Hey guys, it's Kenny here. Today I'm gonna bring you a very, I don't know if it's overused, but a well-known effect that, I couldn't find any tutorials on, so I really, had to look and find it myself. But, it's a nice effect. I used it in the episode I did towards the beginning of this month. If you can see that, right there, where it kind of statics up, that's what I call it. The effect name is called wave warp, but nobody's gonna actually look up wave warp tutorial because they don't know what it's called. So I figured the best way you could call it was a static type of effect because that's what it looks like. So anyway, so it's in After Effects. Where I do most of my editing. I use Vegas primarily for organization and music mixing, because a lot of the times I'll literally mix the music for an episode and I'll take out slow parts, or I'll take out parts that don't really go well. So anyways, so that's what I use Vegas for. But After Effects, I use effects and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get out a clip. Let's see. I will get. We will use this one. So it's from my friend Drakey. I love you. He lives in Great Britain or United Kingdom or whatever. And so, anyways, we're starting a new channel. Called Treyarch Revolution. It's basically, it's like all these World at War or Black Ops shots, or we're having mini series like Montage Monday or Fail Friday, or just little clips and stuff like that. So something for the community. And what's really weird is there's this channel that's kind of getting big now called Treyarch Shots, which it's so similar to Treyarch Revolution, and we absolutely have nothing to do with them. So, yeah, they just started their channel 3 days before we did. So, it's weird. We're not fanboys or anything, but it's just simply a coincidence. So, anyways, now that I got that explained, so, here's his clip. It's really nice 2-piece on Search and Destroy. If you scrub through it, he gets the hard scope and then low scope. So that's where I'm gonna do my, right there is where I'm gonna do my effect. So we'll just type in wave warp right here, and if you don't have it, it's under the distort menu. So you can go up here and go to distort and wave warp will be there. Let's see if I can find it. Distort, wave warp, or I like using this window because it gives you a better look at everything. So you can just go to wave warp right here and just drag it onto your clip. Fit this. But so right now it looks really bad. So this is why it took me so long to find it, because I could not I went through all the effects and I still could not find this. Finally I found it. So this was a month ago that I'm talking about. But so you have to change the wave width down a lot. I usually use 9, and as you can see it's like that. And if you change the height a little bit, you kind of get that wave effect, so you can actually change. So that's kind of the size I use right here, if you can see, and that's about the same. So what you're going to do is kind of change the direction. So if I want it to go to the side like that, that looks pretty nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keyframe, not that width, my bad. Just keyframe the height. Once you got it where you want it to be, hit U after you click on the clip, and then Control arrow to the left, and then hit 0. So it's like the regular clip, and then you can see it does the little zigzags, and then just hit 0 so the zigzags kind of fade, so like they get smaller and smaller and smaller. So it actually looks best if you do it on the where he shoots. So I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit and then drag the second keyframe so it's smooth, and then like the second after he shoots, or actually this is like when he shoots, it goes zigzaggy. So if we preview that, this is so easy of an effect. So you can actually change this around a little bit, and I'm going to give you a couple tips for using this. So, anyway, let's say 5, and we'll change the width to 7, and we'll actually drag this. See, if you don't put it too high because it's bad. I would say keep it under 20, because 17 looks bad, so maybe under 10. Just, you usually want to use this as kind of like a filler effect, like you have something else going on, but it's just kind of there to make it look a little better. So same thing right here. So we just dragged it out and made the height bigger. But the thing about this is, well, this is a little too long. The thing about this is, you can see the black edges. So usually what I do is I scale that, so you can see this is where it like gets those black edges like around here, and just basically like a border. So what you can do is you can do two things. I believe you can do a motion tile, and just kind of extend it. I'm not sure though. Let me try it out now actually. So we're gonna just change that to like 150 and hit mirror edges. So I lied. No. So there's only one way to do this one. Alright. So basically what you do is you put the scale, and you keyframe the scale, like the frame where it starts zigzagging, and then you just drag this number so you can't see any of the black anymore. You're gonna make it barely noticeable, so 103. Well, so that's barely noticeable, but you can't see the black edges. It looks really nice. Or what you can do is, if you have magic bullet looks, you can add like a look with vignette, or a look with like blur around the edges, and then you can't really see those black zigzags around the edge. So anyways, so once you got that keyframe down so you can't see the black edges anymore, you come to the keyframe before it and go to 100 so it just kind of pops in, and then you want to also zoom out according with the zigzag. So basically just copy the keyframes and it should smoothly jump back into 100. So look at it now, and hopefully you can barely see the zoom. Yeah, you can't see the zoom at all, so it looks so natural, it's perfect. And also, to make this effect look better, we can add like brightness and contrast, or we can do like exposure. So we're gonna jump this up, and you want to make this really, really bright, like right here, because, and same thing, just jump back a keyframe to where it's normal, and then it gets really bright. And the reason you want to make this like so bright that you can't even see is because it's only going to stay like that for one keyframe, and it's gonna fade out really quickly, so you don't have to worry about not being able to see it. Or instead of brightness and contrast, you can do something like exposure, which looks nice. A lot of people don't know about exposure. It's kind of like brightness and contrast, but it just basically just brightens up the parts that it like highlights the highlights and it darkens the darkens, I think. So if you can see, like, look, like right there is where it's light, and right there is where it's light, and like where it shoots, it's all like bright, and it's bright right here. It basically just brightens that area. So as you can see, the dark places like here and here don't get brightened that much, but that looks a lot more natural. So so you just keyframe it to 0 here, and then where it starts zigzagging, you just find a nice large brightness, and then hit 0 according to all your other keyframes. And that's basically an effect right there. I'll turn this down a little bit actually. And there's a lot of things you can add to this, such as radial blur. Where is it? You can just add that same type of thing. Just 10 is a little too much, so I'm gonna set it down to like 5. Because since there's so many effects, you don't need to make one effect dominant over the others. You want to be able to see the other effects. So basically, 5 is actually a really good set for radial blur, because it's not too much that you can see like around the like it doesn't blur everything out. So that looks pretty nice, and you can do vector blur, which kind of you'll see what it does. It like, I don't even know what to call it. It just like that. Where you've seen it before. So you want to make that really little. I didn't know you could go negative in this. That looks not bad actually. I'll try going negative. So I even discover things while making the tutorial. So and then we'll just hit same thing, just keyframes. And to refresh this view right here, you just hit U, and then it just refreshes the keyframes. So now you can see they're all identical, so they all go at the same pace. So this is a tutorial requested by somebody who watched this edit that I made. This one, he watched it and he wanted to know what this effect was called. So I told him, he found it, and he still couldn't figure out how to use it. So I decided to make this tutorial, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. Is every time you guys have a question, I'm just going to go ahead and make a tutorial on it. He asked me yesterday, so I'm pretty quick with it. So I'm just going to render this out, and this is not like the full like effects, I guess you can call it, because usually you would add something like Twixtor and you would add a color corrections, and this is not close to done, but it's the effect basically without the color correction and Twixtors and all these other modifications that you usually make. This is just a raw effect. So we're gonna play this through now, see how it looks. Alright, so that doesn't look bad at all. I like it. No, I'm not gonna add looks and Twixtor because that would just take too long. So just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna keep it like that, and that's basically what your guys' effect could be like. So I guess I kind of strayed from the actual effect, which is the wave warp. That's what it's called. And you can change the direction of this by this, and sometimes you would see like edits where the wave warp spins like that, which looks okay. I don't think it looks good, but I might use it sometime soon. I don't know. It looks okay. So basically what you're going to do is, this is a little bit different of a keyframing because you don't need to be it on 0. So you can just have it like this, and then over here where it's ending, just spin it around a lot. And then so you can see let's see how that looks. So as you can see, it's just like spinning in all different directions. It's going wild. So that looks okay. I don't really like it, but I know a lot of people do. So that's just in case you do. And wave speed. What's kind of cool about wave speed is we're just gonna fix these keyframes right here because I don't like that. But the wave speed is basically like, because technically this is waving from here to here. So that's the purpose of it, the actual effect. So you can actually make the wave speed more, so it'll look like it's traveling across the screen, which is good if it's like a really a slow wave. So you can actually make this really high, and it'll look like it'll kind of give the illusion that pixels are floating across the screen if you make it slow. So that's pretty much about it for this tutorial, guys. Real quick and easy. Basically, it's just a matter of keyframing, and I kind of showed you guys some other cool effects that you could use in like a trick shot edit. And then right here you probably Twixtor, or you could Twixtor like right here, or you could Twixtor right there, or something like that. And then that's pretty much about it. Be on the lookout for some sick promos I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be doing Jakey's EP, and Jakey's right here. He's an amazing guy, and please go check the new channel out called Treyarch Revolution. We're hoping that it would get pretty big, and we're hoping that to just have fun, because you know it's really original, like trick shotting on Black Ops, or like one of the funniest things we'll be doing is combat training Tuesdays. We're gonna be playing combat training so much, and the best clip we get is gonna go up on combat training Tuesday. So you know, and sometimes for like a special I could like do a sick like over edit, just you know messing around with combat training. So I don't even know. We got some great ideas, guys. So it's under construction right now. We're doing VGs and logos and all this stuff. So if you want to help out with some of that stuff, we'll definitely give you the recognition, like subboxing, and we'll get the entire members to sub to you. So if you want to make us a background, please PM me. That's about it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. Go ahead and comment on what you want the next one to be, and peace out.